When we're done with you, then we come back as a family and deal on our issues. So it doesn't matter whether you are black or you are white in South Africa, we love each other. And you can be very easy being described when you are a South African. Whether you are black, there's something that is very common with us. It's just that government, they're trying all their way to make like something that is in between us, or they're trying to divide. Let me trying that. So they've been trying that for many years, but they failed to do that.
As Africans, we don't own the land. Our forefathers that, they fought for us to be where we are today. And I think with our generation, we don't fight like our forefathers. We don't fight like our 1975 people, that they fight for us not to write a mathematics in Afrikaans, but us as our 2080s, we don't have like that fight in us anymore. And look at what is happening to South Africa. As a country, what Afroforum did, it's a terrorist act. If it was Julius Malema that did that, it was the white people, they were going to say it's a terrorist act. But just because it's them, we are quiet. Why are we quiet? Are we afraid of if they leave, we're gonna suffer? And sometimes it's like when people say if white people they leave, who's doing the work at the farm? Who's doing the work? Who knows if the tomato it's gonna be a good season? It's black people. Who knows that this soil it's not good this year? It's black people. We can say as black and white we are equal, but they don't want us to say we are equal. If a black person doesn't know anything about the soil and the white person know about sourcing, finding where the product will go, it's I found it as black people, we are even colonized in this day, that we don't know how good we are. We want a validation of white people to validate us that we can farm. We know there is a lot of black people that knows about farming. We are not living in that age. Most of people, they would say we are going to be like Mugabe. How we are going to be like Zimbabwean? We have learned that this we can tackle in the way we are tackling the farmers. It's so sad for us Africans if we don't believe in ourselves that we can make it without white people.
So your take is that the land must it be taken totally from the white, or you believe certain portion must be given to the white?
Bruh, if it was Europe, look at what is happening to Europe. Look at what is happening to US. Donald Trump is deporting people from Europe. If us as Africans, we can say, we know what, Africa is for black people. Mm-hmm. Let them go. Mm-hmm. but they threaten us, saying in a market, the market will go down. The market doesn't benefit people that are in our hood. It doesn't benefit. It benefit them that they do have companies. It doesn't benefit somebody from Tembisa. It doesn't benefit from somebody from Alexander. It benefits somebody who's got a company in Santon.
So your point, if I heard you, you say Africa is for Africans. So anyone else,
Look at Burkina Faso. How did they do it in 2 years? In 2 years.
Yeah. So by the point that I want to establish here is that you believe that Africa is for Africa, so everything within Africa must be given to Africans. So the land, this issue of the land, is based on what you just said, the land must be given to the black South Africans.
Not for black people, just to everybody has to have like a piece of land, not just one white person that will have like 10 acres. What are you doing with 10 acres? And you see people in Alexander, they are squash. You have just 10 acres. I think the government, I think I wouldn't say this is good, because it doesn't talk about land reform. It talks about nil compensation. If it was land reform, because now the government, it says, we don't talk about from Jan van Riebeeck until it talks about people that they did take a land before Nelson Mandela came out. It doesn't talk about Jan van Riebeeck and people that they did take the land from us.
Okay. So.
And if also the government has to pay for them, with this bill, it says the government, if they feel that the land it doesn't produce much, the government can pay you. If you disagree, the government can take that. Why they have to pay them? But when they did take our forefathers out of that land, they didn't pay them. They just stop the truck and load their clothes and say, you are leaving. If we can,
we will come back.
As South Africans, we are easy to forget our forefathers, that they did suffer. I think we did forget. If we can look back at the videos, we do have like videos, what our forefathers went through. And we are just, we are just cruising. It's nice. And we allow them even to sing their stem, their anthems, their song that it wasn't allowed. It was banned in South Africa, that song. When they were in American embassy, they were singing that song. Why the government allowed them to sing even that song? That song was banned.
Okay.
By the British. I'm here to come and debunk that. So, Mrs. Oz, I will love you to answer me a question. What made a group of people by the British? My name is Ayodele Benga. This same name, you will also find person from Osun State bearing this same name and the same meaning. So now I want to ask the Benin people, what made them to think that the Yoruba, they are not one. I think they should explain that part to me, please, because I really don't understand. That is what I came here to debunk. We Yoruba are one. We all came from the same source and we speak similar language together. So I want a Benin man to narrate that very part from me. So I want it.
What part? What part? Please be specific.
Thank you.
What part?
Yeah, you said, wait, you people said the Yoruba, they are not one. They are created by the British.
No, listen.
That's my question too.
Okay. Let me explain to you. I want you to get this clear, and so you don't get misquoted, or I don't get misquoted, and you don't get misled again. And I want to say it clear, and everyone here under the sound of my voice should understand. No one said the Yorubas are not one. What do we call oneness? Oneness is, like you said, when people already share the same values, the same language, the same beliefs. You know, they are similar alike. So they've lived together, they've cohabit together, and that's why they become one. Willingly, they accept themselves, accepting their good and their bad, their uniqueness and their differences, and so long as they can live and strive together in peace, that's what oneness is about. You don't need a dictionary professor to come explain that to you. That is what oneness is about. But what we're talking about is that Yoruba, when they say the size, because when we're talking about the might, that is when we now come into contracts with, hold on, who are these people that makes up this Yoruba ethnic group? That Yoruba ethnic group are embroidered with different people from Benin, from Edo, from even the Igbos, the Fulanis. Everyone has literally mixed up to form that group living in that specific area. And the fact that Yoruba, the existence of the Benin, predominance of the Benin Empire within that Yoruba land, because what you're saying the Ogo, the Oshun, if you call these people and go into each of these states and check their traditional heritage, you will see the presence dominance of the Edo there. You will see it right there. So, like when you go to the Lekki Ekpe area, the main city of that Lagos state that you call Lagos today, the Ekpe area, the VI, the Victoria Island, and those areas, those are the Ekpe area, and and some other, I think the Ekpe area, those are dominant. Those areas, if you go to those areas, they're strictly the Benins, the Edos. That even down to the ruler of those communities. Hold on. When I'm done, I'll give you the floor back. So now, by that so saying, it is now glaringly obvious.
Yeah, Billy, why not this kind of rubbish? So this guy they speak now. Why?
It is glaringly obvious, if not critically obvious. That the Yorubas today, it is why people say it is a political contraption, it is a political setup, politicized by the British colony, because the Yorubas were people that succumbed to the British colonies, and that's why because they actually helped them to go invade the kingdom, which is the Benin Empire. That was at Grand. That was the major powers. Then we don't have Nigeria. We're talking about the Midwestern regions and all those. We don't have what you call Nigeria. It is there was a monarchy. There was an empire that was predominant in that area. That is what we want you to understand, that there was an empire that was predominant on ground, and things happened, and the things that happened within that era of time is still being it was documented, and still the invasion and the artifacts and the works of that empire were being taken away, taken all over the globes, and the empire was being marginalized, shrinked. So in a quest of shrinking that empire was to make up a tribe, set up a program that would not, a new program that will now work and function within the Nigerian minds, to make them forget about the existence of the empire that meant growth for that region. Yeah. So now we are now divided, and by so doing, the Yorubas are saying that they give birth to the empire. How can you give birth to an empire? The British, the Portuguese came, they walked past you because you were not. You see, when
can I talk now?
Let me talk finish. The Portuguese came
from it. Can I speak now, please?
Okay,
wait.
now the point is this: the Yorubas is a political. When you mean the Yoruba, the Igbos and the Hausa, calling them the majority in Nigeria, that is what the Benins are saying. It is a political contraption, a political framework meant to impoverish the people of that region, the people of Nigeria, the citizens.
Don't hear you.
You're not the fella shrine here, or you talk.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Please wait. Don't interject me, please.
Yes, no.
Wait. Please wait. Don't interject me.
But guys, why are you interjecting him? Allow Ayodele to say what he's got to say. You guys are going to come in and ask him questions.
Thank you, host. Host, please, I want to ask you a question. When they mean an empire, and places the Benin people dominated, I will love to ask you this question, because anywhere some certain people dominated, they should have their heritage there, their culture should be there, that we signify them that these people was once dominated by the Benins. Now, I will say my own. The Yoruba, which is the Oyo, they dominated down to Benin Republic. They dominated down to Togo and down to Oyo. Now down to Togo and down to Ghana. Now my question here is that I want any Benin man to come out and tell me that let it measure a place in the Yoruba region that they speak their language, they practice their culture, they bear their names and everything. So I want them to just to mention that particular place in Yoruba territory now, which is the southwest. I want them to measure the people that they dominated and the language those people speak. Because right now I will say that if you go to Benin, they also speak Yoruba in Benin. There were Yoruba people speaking in Benin. If you go to Ghana, if you check the Ewe and the Ga traced their ancestors down to Ile-Ife. Os, I will ask you now, if you owe your phone, I will beg you to please type, where is the Ewe people from? Where is the Ewe people originated from? And where is the ancestral home of the Ga people in Ghana, where are they from? Because you will find Ewe in Benin, you will find Ewe in Togo, you will find Ewe in Ghana. So, host, I will love you to check on that. And I want any Benin person to point a particular place where there was a